Hello everyone and welcome to another half-arsed top 5. Today we're going to take a look at the top 5 games that I'm hyped for that are coming out in the latter half of 2016. The sort of fall winter type lineup that we're taking a look at. And we're going to take a look at some of the games that I am personally hyped for. So we'll start at number 5, which is ReCore, which is an interesting Xbox One, Windows 10 exclusive, I guess. We'll call it a Microsoft exclusive, shall we? It is going to be the first Xbox Play Anywhere title, launches September 15th. It's not also why, I'm curious about this on this list, but it's not the only reason it's on this list, okay? One of the big reasons is that it is being developed by Kenji Inafune, okay, of Mega Man fame, although Mighty Number 9 wasn't that great, but also the team behind this is a lot of the team that worked on the Metroid Prime series. That really gets me interested, and it looks kind of interesting. It's got an interesting kind of concept, something a bit different to the usual shooters and RPGs that mostly populate this list. Looks a bit different. Definitely intrigued. Gonna pick it up digitally and see how Xbox Play Anywhere works. So I'll certainly have a go at it on PC and Xbox One. Hopefully the PC port is good, but we had a few bad ports, so it's one of those things. They have to get the PC port done right because it's one of the first big tests of Xbox Play Anywhere. And at number 4 we have World of Warcraft Legion. Okay, if you've watched any other videos on my channel, I already did a video of 5 reasons to play Legion. That was our last half-hour top 5. But we covered most of the reasons why I want to play World of Warcraft. Okay, the level cap is going up to 110. You're gonna get a new area, the Broken Shore, which has 6 zones if you count the end game one as well. Why wouldn't you, really? It's gonna have new dungeons, new raids. There's gonna be a renewed focus on story, and dungeon content is getting a huge revamp with the keystone system. That again, you can increase the difficulty of the dungeon. You get mythic, and then you get mythic plus, and the more you increase the level of the keystone, you set the keystone to get the dungeon, and you complete mythic 1 and you get mythic 2 and mythic 3 and mythic 4 and so on, and it'll keep going. And of course they're going to add tiers to this. Add to the fact you've got the new artifact weapon system, which is quite an interesting system in its own. Gives every single spec in the game its own unique weapon. Okay, it's going to have unique look and unique ability associated with the weapon as well, and it's going to have its own skill tree type system, which you're going to add to the power of it by getting artifact power as well. You can also add relic slots. The story is pretty interesting as well, concerning the Burning Legion, which are of course the big bads of the Warcraft universe. But overall, this expansion looks pretty good. Hopefully it's better than the previous one, but I'm pretty hyped for it, to be honest with you. I think it's pretty good. It comes out next week. I'm recording this video August 24th. It'll probably go out August 27th or something like that, I imagine. But it should go out before Legion launches. I have to get it out before Legion launches because I had to take a game off this list. And at number 3, okay, we have Final Fantasy 15. Okay, recently delayed, unfortunately. Was meant to come out September 30th. Now it's November sometime or other. I don't remember when it's coming out. I know it was delayed by 2 months. But the reason for the delay is they had a big day 1 patch that they wanted to get out, and they decided just to delay the game and not put out a big day 1 patch, which is okay. It's okay. I don't mind that. I mean, it saves people downloading a large patch on day 1, obviously, but a lot of people were losing their shit and say, we're waiting 10 years for this game. 2 months isn't going to do any harm. Waiting an extra 2 months, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. It does look pretty cool. I'm unsure about the combat revamp, though. I'm quite unsure, but I've been kind of staying away from a lot of the media and a lot of the hype surrounding it because I want to go in fresh, with sort of fresh, no real expectations. But it is a Final Fantasy game. It is a main numbered Final Fantasy game, so the last one was technically 14, if you could call that. It was a main numbered one, you know. 14, A Realm Reborn was a lot better. 14 was a disaster, but A Realm Reborn showed that they could fix it. Very different from A Realm Reborn, of course. This is not an MMO, this is a single player game. It does have some VR integration as well. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they delayed it. Maybe the new PS4 Neo is going to come out with some enhanced features. Who knows? Who knows, really? But overall, if it works, if it has no major issues day one, it's worth it. It's worth the delay. I hate the mentality of release now, patch later. I don't like that mentality. Get the game working at launch, and we'll see how it goes. If it does, it's definitely worth the 2-month wait. It's not a huge wait, to be honest. There's plenty of other games out there, including my list, which we'll get to. Number 2 is Gears of War 4, another Xbox Play Anywhere game. And this is kind of the main Xbox Play Anywhere game. This was one of the main draws to the Xbox Play Anywhere scheme is, you know, Gears of War or Halo. Okay, we are getting Halo Wars 2, but it's not coming out. It's next year that's coming out. We are getting Gears of War 4. I did watch the E3 demo. It looks pretty cool. It's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to be fighting the Locust this time. Should be cool. I mean, I've liked every Gears of War game. Yeah, I did the video on that where people say, oh, crappy Windows 10 game, Gears of War. Of course we were being sarcastic. I have every other Gears of War game. I have every other game in my collection. Judgment I didn't like, to be honest. That was the one I really didn't like. But Gears 4 looks pretty cool. I like the E3, last year's E3 demo. E3 2015 demo, where it kind of had some sort of survival horror elements. This year's E3 demo kind of was more traditional Gears of War type thing, but I'm a big fan. Hopefully you get Horde mode in it. It's going to have cross compatibility play with PC and Xbox One as well. You'll be able to play with your friends on Xbox Live, because it is going to use Xbox Live. The Windows 10 version of it is going to use that. Again, if you order it, if you buy it digitally, you will get both versions of the game. You get Xbox One and you will get the PC version. So I'm going to check it out on Xbox One and PC. If it doesn't run well on PC, hell, it'll always run well on the Xbox One. And if it does run well on PC, well, we get 60 FPS out of it. So, you know, potentially win-win, or, you know, hopefully it does do well on PC. And, you know, the sort of cross-platform, it's not really cross-platform because it's still Xbox Live it's going to use, lets you play with your friends on Xbox One as well. So it should be pretty decent. It looks cool. I'm looking forward to it. And we have number 1, which is, it was Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but that's released now. So I was going to do this video 2 weeks ago and I was like, Deus Ex Mankind Divided is number 1. No, it's now Dishonored 2 is our number 1, okay? We would have kicked ReCore out, I should point out, of the list. It would have just not made the list. But Deus Ex Mankind Divided has launched as I'm recording this video, so that doesn't count. It's pretty good, actually. Probably the background footage that you're looking at in this video right now. But yeah, Dishonored 2. Now, I have to be honest, I never finished the original Dishonored, but it was kind of a really cool stealth action sort of semi-open world type game where you could approach objectives however you wanted. Very, very similar to Deus Ex in that sense. It's still very different though. They're very different games. It's not as if they're a clone of each other, Deus Ex and Dishonored. But yeah, I liked the world. I thought it was interesting. I'm going to go finish it before Dishonored 2 comes out. So I'm really looking forward to playing Dishonored 2. It looked pretty cool. The first one was really cool. I loved the flexibility and how you could approach things. You could run in all guns blazing if you wanted. You could take the stealth approach. You could go for a no-kill playthrough if you wanted. You could kill everything in sight if you wanted. I like the mechanics of it. It's pretty interesting as well. And I'm a big fan of those games that give you freedom of choice. And the story was alright as well. Pretty decent, actually. I like these games where you're given, you know, you get an objective and you do whatever you want. Again, Deus Ex, one of my favorite games of all time. Do what you want, approach however you want. Fail the objective, part of the quest. It's fine, the quest will continue. You don't have to repeat it if you don't want to. That's a pretty cool thing. Dishonored did have some of those elements to it. It does have a kind of stealth action type thing. I like that. I like the mechanic there, and it was pretty cool. You could play however you wanted to play. But I am so hyped for Dishonored 2. I haven't finished the original. I'm gonna go finish it. But I really enjoyed the original. I really liked it. So anyway, that is my top 5 games of 2016. No, I didn't include Battlefield 1. DICE haven't made a good game for such a long time, to be honest with you. And no, I didn't include Knights of the Eternal Throne because you know nothing about it. Can't be hyped if you don't know anything about it. Really. So anyway, that is all of this video. So thank you for joining me. We'll see you again soon, and goodbye.